I'm good. I'm so good. I'm turned. I'm turned up this week, y'all.
Is it because the degrees outside are so turned up?
I don't know, cause I'm turned up because it's just been an awesome week. Both of my boys' birthday was this week. Well, one birthday is tomorrow, but my other birthday baby was Friday. Man was Friday, and then Duca is Monday. So their real names is Sean and Shane, just for people who don't know me personally. But yeah, I just been in a good mood, good spirits all week.
That's good.
Yeah.
What'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday, we didn't do anything involving the 4th of July because we was not free on the 4th of July. Just so y'all know, we did what we did. We did Juneteenth. Yeah, that's our freedom.
Right, we celebrated 15 days after Juneteenth.
Right. That's what we did. But we didn't pop no fireworks. We didn't make no barbecue. We had a little a little seafood boil at the house, and watch movies and just call it a day.
Right, I did laundry.
You did.
Yeah,
that's the best way to celebrate.
Yeah,
the 4th. Shoot.
I was on the phone. It was like, what you do today? I was like, today is just a regular. It's just
day.
A regular day. So I did laundry, but what I did listen to Louis Farrakhan.
Okay.
He did he did his spiel for the 4th of July, and I was like, well, since I'm listening to him, because he was up there for a good hour and a half or 2 hours, so I was like, let me go ahead and.
So this is recent?
Yeah, he did it live on Facebook.
Okay.
I had shared it on my page, on my personal page.
Okay.
And because I like listening to him, even though some of the stuff he does say and some stuff he does do is kind of outside eye him or whatever, but overall, he is what it is.
He the man. He the man.
Yeah,
and he been around for a long time.
Long time. He's like I think he's 89, and I think yesterday they celebrated the 90th year anniversary of the Nation of Islam.
So he's 89.
Yeah.
Wow. He old.
Very. He's been around for a long time.
A long time. How did he look? Does he look? I haven't seen him in a while. So.
He looks all right. Of course, when you're 90, you don't look the same way when you was when you were 30 or 40.
Absolutely, yeah.
But and then I didn't know that he had cancer.
Oh, really? What type of cancer?
He had cancer. Girl, don't ask me what kind. But he had cancer in the 90s, and he was saying how, and you can tell by watching him. He was like, I need to sit down. Let me take a breather.
Right.
So you can tell he's going on in his age.
Yeah.
And he was saying that it's because they poisoned him. That's what he said. Because he don't smoke, don't drink, and it's like those are like the leading causes of cancer. And he was like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, and
what about stress?
It could be it.
No, stress will kill you quicker than anything else.
But I remember watching a documentary on how these people that lived close to a pig farm and end up contracting cancer when they didn't smoke or didn't drink, didn't stress over nothing. It was just because of the chemicals that was in the air.
In the air, right.
That they used at the pig farm. So that's how they ended up getting cancer. So it's like, ain't no telling how he got it.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of one of those things because I done seen like YouTube videos of like really old people who done smoked, drank. I seen this one video of this man who smoked cigarettes, drank beer, and drank like Coca-Cola his whole life. And he was dang near 100. He was like 92 or something like that.
Right, and didn't have any cancer.
Didn't have nothing. He was fine, still walking around and everything.
Somebody had told me that everyone has cancerous cells. The only thing is sometimes there are things out there that mutate the cells, and that's how we end up getting the cancer tumors and the growth and all that stuff.
I think I heard that too.
Yeah, but I listened to him. I've been doing a lot of reading and a lot of watching of stuff lately.
What else you been watching besides Mr. Louis Farrakhan?
Girl, I watched The Family on Netflix. The Family's about this so-called Jesus organization. Well, they use Jesus as like a mascot or a front, but they do other stuff behind the scenes.
What we talking about?
Other stuff like government corruption and.
Oh, okay. So they just dirty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They real dirty. And then I watched. What did I watch? That was the Epstein.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
I've been on this too.
This was so hilarious that I had I was watching this YouTube channel that I watch called Mob Radio, and she hinted the Epstein thing. I totally forgot what the documentary is called on Netflix, but if you look up Epstein, it's the first thing that pops up.
Right.
But she mentioned it, and I was like, let me see what this is. Since I'm on Netflix now, praise be to you.
Right.
Right. So I was like, let me see what this is about. And so it goes through like the whole Epstein thing. It goes from, it documents from the late 80s, 90s, all the way up to last year.
To his death, yeah.
Alleged death.
Right. No,
And
so you don't feel like he said?
No.
Okay.
I
I haven't heard that point of view, but I do want to backtrack and then get back to that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
So I had watched that, and then I was telling you about it. I did watch it, and then like a day later, the next day, they end up arresting his girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, and I was like, I don't believe in coincidences,
right?
Yeah, or bottom hole, whatever you want to call it.
Bottom. She. Okay, I guess she would be that.
Yeah, the bottom one is the bottom one is the one that does the leg work and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, this is just weird that it happened.
And it's crazy. And another thing I was thinking about too, during the midst of all this, I'm like, how is this lady rich? Because she's a socialite. What does the word socialite mean? What money are you making? Because you see her in all these pictures and stuff. So that leads me to think that she was getting money from him for bringing in
because
little girls.
Because if you watch the documentary, he was paying young girls, to bring other girls to him. He was paying them also. But she was like the top one.
Yeah. She was the adult mother figure, you know, like I said, the madam, bringing the babies and stuff like that. So when we talk about Jeffrey Epstein, the first thing that comes to my mind is a sex island. Did you hear anything? Did you hear a lot about that? Did you research that?
I didn't hear about that until Epstein had been arrested and they was going to go to trial. That's the first time I ever heard about it.
I think that was the first thing I ever heard about him was that island.
Yeah, was that island. And then recently I was looking up to see, like, okay, well, since he's quote unquote dead, who owns it, who's going there, you know, what's going on.
Right.
And I didn't see anything about it. It was like, I think it was his brother or a judge that was part of his, that was
and the
owner of his estate.
Oh, the owner.
And that island is part of his estate, so I'm just like, okay, who's running and who's still going there?
Everybody, the elite, these celebrities. I mean, you see her in the pictures. I don't. They didn't show many pictures of him with other celebrities, but they show her with just about everybody that you could think of. The presidents, Hillary. She was at what's the Hillary's daughter's name?
Chelsea Clinton.
She was at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. Like, who is this lady? You know, you just come. You know what I'm saying? How do you know these people?
See, with her, I think when you said she was a socialite, I think she comes from old money.
She do. Her daddy was killed mysteriously. You know, but he was a scammer. He frauded people and got his little money or whatever.
Right.
So.
But I think she comes from old money, and sometimes it's just who you know.
Yeah. Well, apparently she know everybody.
Right.
And apparently she was bringing everybody to this sex slave dungeon island, whatever they was doing over there. So,
but let's not forget, it was her, but it was also like 3 other women, like grown women who was along with the ride that was bringing other people in. So it was like, okay, since y'all arrested her, are y'all gonna arrest the other women too?
Well, he had did that that agreed to have immunity for himself and people in his camp. So I guess maybe they don't fall under any other character. I don't know.
I thought they had overturned that, and that's why
in that
he
one
ended
state.
Yeah, I thought they overturned that, and that's why
they overturned it in that one state, but not in the whole of the U.S. So if you're in a different state, you good.
It's a lot going on.
It's too much.
Way too much.
So what do you think about people saying that it's not just him, it's everybody who's been in that island, you know, like the whole Pizzagate thing all stems from
it's the system. Just like when we talk about racism, we're not talking about just one person.
Right.
We're talking about a group of people, and we're talking about a system that's built around it. So, you know, it's never just that one person, they're the root of all of it. It's like, no.
Right.
That one person is around like-minded people. And those like-minded people do certain things certain times. So it's everybody.
It's everybody. It's crazy to me to think, or to even just go that far out in my thinking, to think this many people are pedophiles. Like, this many people, like, you talking about everybody that's big time celebrity.
Yeah.
Are being accused of being a pedophile, and it's like, to me, is that the part of the sell your soul thing? Like, do you have to do that?
It's not, because I realized that when I was like 16, 17 years old.
But it's just crazy how many, you know what I mean?
When I was 16 and 17, and after I had came out and started exploring and going around and doing everything that I could under the sun, I realized that most of the men that I would come in contact with were older men in their 30s, 40s, sometimes 50s. Right. And knowing that, this Jeffrey Epstein stuff is not a surprise to me. Yeah. Because I knew when I was a teenager, there were a lot of people that I was around that were pedophiles. Right. Because I remember my cousin, who's like twice my age, was dating a girl that I was going to high school with. So I knew that there were pedophiles out there. But learning that this is what they do in Hollywood or in political circles or whatever, it's not a surprise to me. Only because I'm from a neighborhood where that was pretty much all the men you kind of knew were kind of a little bit shady.
Right. But it's so scary to know that it's that widespread. Yeah. And I just don't understand it, because when we first go into puberty and we start being attracted to the opposite sex, we're attracted to
any
people.
Sex. You don't want to be disrespectful.
Okay, I'm sorry. We start being attracted to people.
But to each other.
To each other. We start off being attracted to the people that are around us, and then we gradually grow as, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was 13 and I like boys, I like the boys that were 13. I wasn't looking at 30-year-old men. Yeah. And when I was 25, I liked the 25.
But that's the thing.
Is that a normal brain, right?
We as us, they, them, right, around that age. That's what we of course we're attracted to people we're around, right, for the most of our lives. But you'll have, every now and then, you have those people who are older that are attracted to people like us, right, coming in, and then they show you something different. You like, oh, okay, like you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to. We're really, like people like us, our age. Of course, we're attracted to people our age, right. But you have older people coming in and kind of construing what you think. Like, now, for me, even though I'm like close to being 30, I'm still attracted to older men. Right. Only because one of my first experiences with sex was older people.
And that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. Is it that some people just, they take that first experience and they kind of just stay there?
Yeah, they go with it.
They don't elevate up, because of course my first experience was with a person that was the same age as me. But I didn't stay there. Every time, when I got older, I started looking at, I'm just looking at my peers. I don't just, I dang sure don't look at little boys. When I see a boy that's 13 and he's a handsome little boy, to me, that's my son. Yeah. Is it because I have children? It's one of those things.
So you're not a Jada Pinkett?
I don't know. I definitely not. I don't want nobody that young, baby. I got draws older than that.